I had a standard blood test for my primary doctor, and they had me take it over, and then they told me my protein levels were too high. So they referred me to a hematologist, oncologist, which is a cancer doctor. And so that's what brought me to the cancer doctor. Only when the doctor told me my blood levels were too high. I had the normal aches and pains that a person has, but I had no idea that it was cancer. I don't know. The doctor told me that it was nothing that I had done, not like smoking or overeating or things. It just came on me. Yes, it was very painful. I went through all the tests for them to determine what I had, and they decided it was multiple myeloma. I had a lot of back pain and in my spine. As it turns out, it was fracturing my vertebrae. They did multiple blood tests, and then they also did a bone marrow biopsy where they go into the hip bone with a needle and draw out fluid to test that. That's where they confirmed that I had multiple myeloma. Well, I was only admitted after I had a lot more pain, and they thought, initially they thought my cancer was dormant. I had it, but it was dormant. So I took a trip overseas, and on the way back I was in a lot of pain, and they did a MRI test and sent me right to the emergency. Well, I was on remission for 6 years, and this spring the blood test showed that it was back. So I started a treatment, which is not a chemo treatment. It's an antibody that attacks a specific cell, that multiple myeloma cell. So I had 8 weeks of that treatment once a week, and then I had 8 sessions of every other week, and now it's really shown a great improvement in my blood test, and now I'm going to be going once a month. I was in terrible pain. They put me through some further tests, x-rays, MRIs, and put me in the hospital. And there, I was really blessed with the doctors that came to my aid. One was a neurosurgeon from UC San Diego, and he had them fashion a torso cast for me, and to try and solve the problem of my compressed fractures in my spine. He put me on that for 4 months. I had 10 sessions of radiation on my back because this had caused some tumors to grow towards my spinal column. If it had actually gotten to the spinal column, it would have kept me from walking probably the rest of my life. Then after the chemo was over, and I'm still wearing this brace, then I had about a year's worth of after the radiation was over, the chemo started, and I had about a year's worth of daily or weekly sessions of the chemo. And then after the 2013, I was in remission. And but I took a chemo drug, a low-dose chemo drug for just a pill at home until May of this year, 2019. And that quit working. So they had me stop that and start this other medication, which has been wonderful.